open, Devil Dogs. Long time no see. Come on down, Semper Fi, Devil Dogs. The compound is open, brothers and sisters. Compound is open. And stuck in traffic, like always. Not bad though. We'll see. School started, all the works. Yeah. Oh boy. We'll see how it all goes. We'll see how it all goes. Epstein files right around the corner, big fella. The good old files of Epstein, man. Is it like a manila folder full of names or something? Is there... What are these files? Are the files in the computer? Do I open the computer up? How do I open the computer up and grab the files? Is it like a filing cabinet with names in it? What's going on? All I know is they freaking, hurt a couple lives, and, there's 400 million people. I don't care if innocent people get hurt. Innocent people get hurt all the time. Oh, Howard, what's up, brother? Semper Fi, man. How you doing, man? The Devil's compound is open. It's a big old... Is that supposed to be flooded? Oh, man, California has had so much rain, dude. It was anarchy out here for like 3 days. And I think we have 2 more days of rain starting... I think Friday, Saturday, or Thursday, Friday, something like that. It's a nice sunny day. Here's a nice sunny day, but man. I mean, it was pouring. It was pouring. Here's my buddy Herman. He's the one that passed away. It was pouring. We needed it though, man. We needed a good old, just to wash everything down, dude. It washes the day down, Gets it out of the way. It was pouring, man. After that accident I got into a couple years ago, I don't drive in the rain. Not on the freeway. I try to avoid it. I joined a American Legion, which is pretty cool. I joined one before, but I joined a different one now. A little more interactive, I like to be a social butterfly. This one has like meetings for... There wasn't a lot of Operation Iraqi Freedom dudes, but I'm pretty much the youngest by far. Old man winter is here now in Iowa. Oh man. You need to leave and get to Arizona again, Howard. Get some of that warm weather, brother. Yeah, didn't Iowa just play USC? USC, damn them. College football playoffs are right around the corner. It's looking nice. It's looking nice. High school playoffs are right around the corner. Love football, man. Pros, man, pros, there's some terrible football, man. Terrible football. Welcome to the Legion. Yeah, man, yeah, I'm a Legionnaire, dude. Freaking, it's pretty sweet, man. I took my dad down there. We had a late dinner around like 5, or early dinner, 5 or 6. Had sales. My dad had a glass of vino, nice cab. The food was excellent. Yeah, man, I'm actually excited. I'm gonna try to make an appearance, like a duty station, an appearance every once in a while. I had to get in formation. I wish I would have filmed it. You guys would have been laughing your ass off, but I had to get in formation, and they swore you into the American Legion. Well, they had us doing a bow face, and me and this dude, he was probably like 80 or 70, 80 years old. He was up there. And we both about face, and we both like grabbed each other, you know, to catch our balance. And he looks at me. He goes, I don't know if you grab me or grab you, but we both needed each other on the about face. I was like, oh yeah, man, I got stuck on the floor. It was fucking hilarious, dude. And I grabbed him too, because I was falling over, and we both grabbed each other by the arm. He was a Navy dude. The guy in front was a Marine. Older dude. He turns around, he goes, hey man, what unit were you with? I was like an MP. He goes, oh shit, man, that was I served. He was like a Korean or World War II dude. He was with me up there. Cool dude. Yeah, but I didn't have my camera. I wasn't even thinking, and it was a kind of private moment. You know, I didn't want, people were filming, but I didn't want to. I wonder if there should be someone has the video. I'll ask around. But I still knew how to do it. I just, wrong shoes, you know, you get the wrong shoes and get stuck on the wooden floors like a basketball shoes. Hey, Ransom Jackson, brother, what's up, man? Simplify. Yeah, USC barely beat Ohio State recently. Yeah, man, SC always can pull it off, dude. That's the name of the game with USC, man. They you know, Ohio State or UCLA, most of the time they're good games, but man, when SC wins, they pull it off in the last minute. It seems like every time, man. What's up, Zorro? Zorro Eds 19. Yo, what's up, brother? Ransom Jackson, Simplify Devil Dogs. How's it going, man? Welcome to the gates of hell out here, man. I'm driving 30 miles and it'll take me an hour and a half. That's California for you, bro. I'll show you guys a little. We haven't been on the road in a while, dude. This is what my jam was back in the day, remember? You guys used to just sit in traffic with me for hours and hours and hours. 2 times, maybe even 3 times a day I used to stream, dude. My voice after like talking to people about my job and then streaming, oh man, my voice was hoarse. You're behind me? 0. You nasty dog. You nasty dog. My voice was hoarse by the end of the day, dude. Let's go sell some tobacco. Just like back then, dude. Jackson, you've been with me for a while too, brother. I was slanging those cancer sticks like it was cool, dude. They called me Pablo Escobar of SoCal, dude. I knew everyone. I knew all the Arabs and all the smoke shops, dude. I was freaking wheeling, dealing. I was getting in their prayers, dude. I'd walk into their smoke shops and they would be praying and shit. And I'd walk in, hey man, what's up? Oh man, that was a good gig, man. My boss's boss, the big honcho that I liked my boss. He was cool, man. I mean, a boss. You gotta respect your boss, and you know you're gonna always bump heads with your boss. But his boss, manager, he just. Hey Matt, you know what's going on, brother? I'm in town, just seeing if you want to get a drink, you know. And I talked to him for a little bit, and because I didn't really, I had to quit through him, but I didn't really, you know, kept it business casual, and I was in and out. I don't like to get all mushy gushy with people, you know. I've been there, done that, and so yeah, we had a good conversation. He goes, oh man, you know, whatever, but He's a go-getter too, man. So I told him I might be joining ICE and all this other stuff. We might catch up. So check all this construction out, man. Pretty crazy. They're ripping that bridge down. We knew nothing of your job until you quit. Really, dude? Man, I'm surprised, dude, because I had like stickers, you know, signage, POS, point of sale, pieces of shit, you know, POS point of sale. Where do I have one? My business card, I would clip it sometimes to my collar with a pen, so I'd come in and have my business card on my collar with a pen if I ever need it, and give it to someone. Man, I'm surprised. And the good thing is I don't like talking about work with other people, so I'll never bring up like what I do. I don't. No one cares. I don't care. I don't care that I sell tobacco. It was a good gig, man. Tobacco, they banned menthol out here, and they did a bunch of crazy stuff. Then my company, I worked for Montego cigarettes. Montego cigarettes, Eagle 20s, Pyramid. You'll see them. They're kind of discounted brands. Montego's our big one now because it was cheaper in our around smokers or 7-Elevens or smoke shops. There's another big brand, Seneca. It's like a tribal brand. It's wild. You have to deal with the government so much. It's pretty wild, man. That was a hot dog stand. That was a hot dog stand coming. The hot dog stand, it's coming pretty good, man. I turned in my resume for immigration, custody, and enforcement. We'll see how it goes. And then I got a couple of things on my mind, but yeah, the tobacco gig, man, it was good. But just like the only problem is there's so many rules and regulations. It's like it's a dying industry that will never die, because people will always be addicted to smoking. It will never die, but it is a weird build to a Japanese company, and it was just over. It was worth it, man. It was fun, dude. It was a fun gig. It paid the bills. It got me a condo and all this stuff, and I got to pay off a lot of things because they gave me a car and whatnot. Especially here in California. California jobs are easy to come by, but a little, at the same time, kind of difficult. There's did you sell vapes? Yeah, we sold vapes. Cali's bad, cell reception. Oh, it's awful. It's awful, Jackson. Cali. I mean, California has a bunch of mountains, but yeah, I sold vapes too, man. They weren't ever popular, and the vaping. So when you vape, knowing the FDA is not regulating the juice, so you really don't know what's in the juice. That's more, because that's made by like Philip Morris or Altria or RJ Reynolds. You just got to be careful, man. Like if you go to a smoke shop and buy some random vape or vape juice or any of that weird stuff, I can tell you right now, I've seen people make that shit in the back of their store. It's just weird juice that burns, and makes smoke. You can make it out of piss and jizz, dude. Like if it's an e-cigarette, like you buy over 7-Eleven, that's more FDA approved, but those vapes really F up your lungs, man. And even, I hear horror stories about when you try to quit those things, it's pretty bad. Like it's not just a withdrawal, it's like a mental breakdown. It's weird. It's a weird habit to break. Very strange, those but dude, I mean, Philip Morris has the market cornered. They buy everything. It's a weird business, man. And then, you know, the people that I deal with are Middle Eastern, a lot of Mohammeds, a lot of Patels, Indians. Um, not really, not that many. They're not into, you know, owning their own smoke shop. They there's select few like you know the people that traveled from South Korea, and that's it. It's Muslim dudes named Muhammad. Swear to God, they're all named Muhammad. All the Indian dudes are named Cash Patel. I swear to God, their names is Patel, Patel. And then some Koreans, a lot of Kims or Youngs out here. They own a lot of privately owned businesses, which is great. They have their own little. But the problem, here's the problem. Some of them are really good at, you know, business. That's in their culture, like that hustle and bustle. Negotiating, it's a real, because most Americans like me and Howard or Jackson, we're just gonna make a deal and kind of, all right, it's good for me, good for you, we're on our way. These guys will always try to get one over you, always, dude. It's really annoying, and you gotta like slam them down like a kid, dude. It's and they go, oh, I'm sorry. Like once you get mad at them, they always back down. Because it's like in there, they just kind of push, like they're like a child trying to put their hand in the cookie jar, you know. Oh, I heard California revoked 17,000 truck driving licenses out here. Bruh, we're in deep shit, man. We're in deep shit out here. But the problem when you talk to these guys with my old job, they're just not up to speed. You know, you could talk to them about, like, they don't know like simple math. You know, it's very difficult. Or so if I'm selling Howard, and Howard lives in a very nice area, but I sell cheap cigarettes, right? Howard is living in a nice area. I sell cheap cigarettes. So I'll go, hey, Howard, you want to buy like cheap cigarettes? And he goes, no. You know, people around here are pretty wealthy. They don't want cheap cigarettes. I'm like, no. You're not getting it. Like, they're cheap because people price them cheap. If you buy them, you have to price them cheap. Just price them a little less than your most expensive, and you'll make a big profit. They don't get that. They don't. No. We don't want it. We don't like. Okay. Yeah. Some people get it. Some people don't. It's strange. They don't. Yeah, it's interesting. It was a good learning, especially after like going to the Middle East and Operation Iraqi Freedom and all that crap I did. And then, you know, dealing with a bunch of those weirdos out there, and then coming back to California and getting a job dealing with a bunch of weirdos with, you know, that same group of people. But it was great because I would talk to these people all the time about the war in Iraq, and, you know, a lot of the guys I actually met were a lot of some of these stores, smoke shops or liquor stores I would go into, especially in San Diego, were were immigrants from Iraq. You know, they somehow they made it over in the 90s, you know, after Desert Storm, or even before Saddam, or in the 80s, before Desert Storm happened with Saddam. And most of them were I would tell them, oh yeah, dude, I was that 18-year-old kid that invaded your country, man. And these guys would be like, oh yeah, we get it. You know, we understand. Like, Saddam, there was only one guy that was like a fan of Saddam. He had like the Saddam dollars, and I showed him the one I had, and just because he was a strong man, you know, he made Iraq, like, Iraqis kind of proud, you know. But that's it, man. Other than that, he would be like, oh yeah, you know, he hated terrorists. You guys kind of fucked up by going after him. Yeah, maybe, but he had to go. when America decides, when the Eye of Sauron goes on you, you got to go, man. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts. But they're all pretty cool, man. They you know, the best, and there are a lot of them were like Republicans, dude. Like a lot of these guys were like, oh, the fucking Democrats, and you know, they're Muslim. They ain't gonna vote for that tranny shit, dude. The fucking weirdos, dude. Like these guys, like they made me proud to be an American, you know, talking to these guys. I'm like, oh man, you're so Americanized, you don't even know, bro. You don't even know. What's good, brother? What's good, man? Who's that? Oh, Harry Pot Smoker. What's up, Devil Dog? Long time no see. Am I losing you guys? Hold on. My interpreter was an American Muslim from Chicago. Good guy. Yeah, yes. You get like first generation immigrants, like, and that's what I was meaning, like first generation. Dude, these guys would be like, you know, I take my son to school, you know, and you know, they're the ones that are putting up a stink over like lady boys in boys' bathrooms and stuff, you know. I remember one guy was talking about like he was trying to get his daughter to like buy into religion a little bit and their culture and go to church or mosque or whatever. And I was like, yeah, man, I you know, my nephews, you know, I'll tell them one thing, it goes over the head. And I did that with my parents, you know. And I looked at them, I was like, oh, you know what, dude, your daughter's like, she's Americanized, man. There's no going back. Once you cross into the American fundamental zone, you're off to the races. I was like, your daughter ain't good. Yeah, she ain't buying into that Muslim bullshit, dude. He goes, oh, I know, man. I was like, she's gone, dude. She's in college. She does her nails and gets her hair done and does all this girly chick stuff. I was like, oh yeah, she's Americanized. You're done. You lost her. She'll never be the same. Is Trump going to sign the Epstein release bill today? Dude, I've been keeping cool. I've been chilling on politics for a little bit. You know, I kept the streams light. I'm kind of waiting, man. Like, there's nothing really. Everything's kind of up in the air with Venezuela. Like, I'm ready to Venezuela. We need to start getting this show on the road with the narco queen in Mexico. You see the narco, they had their own insurrection in Mexico. A bunch of cholitas and paisas that were throwing concrete bricks at each other. I hope so, man. I don't know, like you know, I freaking hope so. I hope. I don't know if anything will come out of it. I still have my doubts. I don't think we'll ever know who was on the list. It just, the rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper, right? Now we have the black chick that was a Congress lady texting Epstein, like during a hearing. Like, what? Another rabbit hole, you know. It seems like there's another rabbit hole. But if the House voted 475 to 1, that one stupid bald retard that where is he from? Virginia? That bald retard. That's fishy. I would not ever trust that guy around kids. But hindsight, even if I was in Congress or the House and they were voting on that and I knew everyone was going to vote yes, I would just be the guy to vote no, just because. And I would say I voted no just to show the world that we're not all, you know, we could say no to each other, you know. Even though I want to erase it, right? Yes, but for public record and but that makes you look so bad, especially when it comes to that. That makes you look so bad. I wouldn't want that in the public record. Is Trump gonna? I hope so, man. I freaking hope so. I don't care if innocent people get hurt. I don't care. I don't care. Enough people. There's 400 million people in this country. You can't save, let's just say people get hurt because of all the, I don't care. You have to let it go, man. They shouldn't have been around that person. Do you guys hang out with someone like that on a day-to-day basis? I don't, If I knew someone wouldn't be anyone, there would be, right? And now if you own like a golf club and like Trump, I know he tried getting a Mar-a-Lago and Trump kicked him out. Like a bunch, like, how did this fucking dude, how did this dude, oh yeah, he knew Bill Gates, he knew, I don't know who else he knew, but how? Like, how do you get that connected where you're like a butt buddy with everybody? Then you got the Jews. Oh my God, people are obsessed with like Israel and like the Jew conspiracy where like Jewish people own the world. Like, we already went through that. My uncle goes on a tyrant about that. It's weird. And I always try to send him, I always want to send him a video clip of World War II movie. It's about Hitler. What was it called? It's called like Fatal Attraction or something. And he gives a speech and he goes, and we know who to blame. And some guy in the audience goes, the Jews. Dude, we've been through like, I don't. The Jews controlled Epstein and it was all a psyop. Maybe, man. Like, it's not that hard to get someone to pull their ding dong out of their pants because a cute girl's around, Like, it doesn't, that's how intelligent, use what's your weakest thing. It's chick, man. They will get a girl with good glasses and good complexion, your type, and sit her in front of you, and she's a very beautiful actor / stripper, and they'll honeypot you, man. It's called honey dicking, man. They honey dicking you, man. Like, I always say this, man, if you're in Vegas and you're sitting at a bar and a pretty girl walks up to you, she's a hooker. She is a hooker. Girls don't come up to guys and talk to them. Not pretty girls like that. Does not happen. You might get it doesn't happen. Does not happen. It's those creatures called women just don't go up to random strangers when they're three beers down and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? You always got to keep your head on a swivel. What's up, Carl? Carl. They don't control everything, but they do control a lot. How do a bunch of Jewish people halfway around the world control anything? That doesn't make sense. What do you mean? Control what? What do they control and who? Like the Israel government? The Mossad or whatever? People have this thing where they have this like it's like people control, you're looking for someone to control, an excuse of why things aren't working out because someone must be controlled. Last time I checked, like human beings are very difficult to control, right? Like I grew up like rebellion, everything, unless you're caught doing something foolish, but I don't think so, man. Maybe, but I don't think they control anything. What would they control? They don't control the military. I can tell you that. They might befriend a bunch of politicians, but we know that. Our politicians will sell their soul for a slice of the pie. That's how politicians work. That's literally why our whole Constitution is supposed to stop all that weird stuff. But what do they? If you say the news in the banks, I'm gonna be fucking really upset. Do not say the Jews control the news networks and the banks. We've been down that road. A million times, dude. They don't control the banks, nor do... Oh, that guy was going to hit someone. You fucking moron. They don't control money, okay? Where's your Jew gold, Kyle? I know you put Jew gold around your neck, Kyle. I asked a Jew what the weather was forecast for tomorrow. He said we haven't no idea yet. I thought it was called Shuriken? I'm not sure what that is. What's up, Bobby Jenkins? What's up, brother? Yeah, you know what, dude? Like, the Jew jokes are hilarious, dude. I probably say that too much, but it not, dude. Speaking of other countries, did you guys see a video going online about in India and their like they swim like it's a holiday? It's like in China where they eat dogs. That's a holiday in China for sure, for sure. There's a city in YouTuber dudes like post a video. Or there was supposed to be like a Netflix series about it too. Like, fucking hey, man. People are it's getting weird these days, boys. It's getting weird. Morning, Sue. What's up, Bobby? How you doing, man? Long time no see, dude. December 5, brother. Good morning, dude. I'm still stuck in this madness. This is the madness I'll be stuck in. For a little bit, it'll open up, but it'll close back down. Yeah, it's a weird video, guys, about India. I don't know if it's true. Some guy made a documentary about it, but it seems like they swim in that in the number 2 stuff, you know. Gross. It's just gross. Oh boy, look at that. That's a lot. I'm live in the past land. Yeah, we'll see about those Epstein files, man. I don't know. I like I said, boys, I haven't really been paying attention all that much. I've been, football season's up. And, after a while of talking politics, it kind of gives you a little headache, you know. I wanted to stay away from it a little bit. But, with politics, nothing affects me, man. Like, nothing that happens in the political federal government world doesn't affect me. Doesn't really affect my family at all. I have faith in the people that came before us that put in good rules and good regulations where nothing can really get done or happen. You know, we're not going to lose Social Security, shit like that. There's no, I don't buy into any fear-mongering propaganda. Very, very hard for me to get on that Trump train. I grew up with Y2K. Oh, man. I think I was in like 5th grade. Everyone was going to die in Y2K. The computers weren't going to work. Then there was 12/12/12, December 12th of 2012, where the Mayan calendar was gonna. I remember that. Oh, people were selling their soul for that thing, dude. And then we had what else? What else do we have? The Wuhan. The Wuhan 12/12 Y2K 9/11. I guess you could throw in that mix. What else? What else was all a bunch of hocus pocus bull crap? 9/11 wasn't, but the fear mongering. Yeah. The fear mongering. Yeah, people always think the world's gonna end or Noah's Ark needs to be rebuilt. I don't go down that rabbit hole unless people start getting arrested and I start seeing people falling down as they drive to work, or I wonder And we need to deport more people. That's just the bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Everything, acid rain. Football and college basketball, my happy place. Oh, dude, yeah, I'm a big college basketball guy too. UCLA's looking okay. I hate to say it though, college basketball for UCLA for the chicks. We got a shot at this, dude. UCLA chick basketball. We got a girl on team Betts, dude. She's a beast. So yeah, it's the best time. End of baseball, middle of football where things are on the line, and then start of basketball for college, not pro. No one cares about pro. West Nile virus. Oh yeah, West Nile virus. Remember H1N1? H1N1 under Obama. I had to get that vaccination. I remember that. Oh, dude, even when my dad was young, it was global cooling. They try to push, not warming. My dad was like, nah, in the 60s and 70s, they were saying it was going to get colder. There's always a fear tactic, man, always. Yeah, the West Nile. Oh, how about Ebola? Oh, yeah, Ebola was a big one. Remember Ebola? Everyone was going to freaking die from Ebola. Look at this traffic, dude. I don't miss this, boys. I really do not miss this traffic at all. It's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, we still got another 40 minutes. So it's about 3 minutes a mile. 3 minutes a mile. Yeah, 3 minutes a mile. Wow. Yeah, I try not to get involved with the doom and gloom. I've heard it already. We've all heard it. I'm gonna live till I'm fucking 90 years old. Anywhere. The polar ice caps. Yes, they're gonna melt because that's what ice does. Ice usually melts. The polar bear things go extinct, and let's be clear, polar bears can kiss my ass, dude. Those things will fucking kill me if they see me. A polar bear had no problem killing you. No problem. I think they're the most aggressive, right? Polar bears, I think they are. You build anything recently? Build. Like ticket? What's going on? There we go. What's up, Robert? How you doing, brother? Right by the good old Angel Stadium. We've won one World Series, boys. We've won one. Where's the halo? Light up the halo. Truck, get out of my way. There's the halo. The big A, boys. And then Howard's Appliance and Mattresses sign. And that ruined it. That ruined the big A. Someone put a big old yellow Howard's. Oh my God. What a bunch of mooks, dude. Have I built anything lately? No, not really, man. Just taking care of the motorhome and taking care of Butters and the pups. Hanging out with my folks. Nothing too crazy. Just enjoying life. We needed a bunch of rain. Just I'm happy, man. I'm happy where I'm at. Very content. Life's good, man. Life's good. Brother, and my sister-in-law are doing good, man. My nephew got invited to some super baseball team and an all-star team, so he's doing really well. The youngest one is a goofball, but he's doing good too. Everyone's healthy and happy, man. I'm building a life. I'm building my life. I haven't, me personally, I haven't built anything in a long time for myself, you know. Well, you know, I built a life for myself, but I've kind of slowly got rid of it to kind of start fresh. You know, I had a condo, I got rid of that damn thing. You know, I was tired of living by myself. It was getting a little cuckoo for me, man. The job, you know, you guys know a big part of that. Trying to see what else is out there, you know, got my eyes open. I like to make drastic calls, you know, when I make a decision, I'm in like Flint or I'm out. I don't ever really second guess my decisions. I wanted to join the military. I went to the recruiter. Later, I was gone. No hesitation, man. No hesitation. I don't know, man. You know, trying to meet. This is my future ex-wife. You know, someone that can maybe give me a little. I've never dated for like a family or marriage. I don't even know. That sounds horrible. But you know, most of my life I just dated because it was like, yeah, you're hot. I'll try to get in your pantalones, girly. But now I don't even want to. So we'll see, man. Just building something for that. You never know. You never know. You know, the way these days. My date might be younger. I have a whole. The girls I grew up with were not looking. Girls I grew up with in California weren't really looking for like a family. You know, they weren't. No one was dating to make a family. Everyone was dating to date. That's my outlook on it. Now, today and age, you know, if they're be a 5-year gap between me and her, or 10-year, you never know. I don't know. Or I can Bill Belichick this thing. I can wait till I'm 71 and date me a nice 23-year-old bombshell. Right? I can do something like that. That's weird. I mean, more power to him. I'm actually a little jealous. That girl's smoking hot. I noticed that too, Howard. Whole nose on layer. Your channel has become almost troll free. Hey, you know, I was thinking about that too, Howard. I thought about that really hard for a long time. Because sometimes it brought more eyes on the conversations, but other times it got really exhausting. And then I would see there's a cop. I would see like the same, every once in a while you would see the same person coming online and trolling. Honestly, man, I all bots, dude. Like the like I do think a lot of those were either bots or people getting paid to troll, because they always repeated like the same arguments. It was like I was reading out loud or talking to someone like the TV as I'm watching CNN. If you ever watch CNN, you're gonna end up blaming like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like they. Then you go to MSNBC, they repeat it. There's no individual thought. And then the trolls on here, Howard, were saying the same thing. It was like talking to my TV as I watch fucking Rachel Maddow or something. I was like, dude, what? Like. I swear they were all, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. Because you would think, you know, if I still talk politics and my titles are still kind of out there. You know, I always write Deport them all and down with Islam. Or that's a good one. I'm going to write that. Down with Islam, the jihad. Yeah, but we don't get as many trolls anymore. I haven't gotten one in a while. It's very strange. I think they were all bots of some sort, you know. They boosted the numbers. They made the stream look a little more interesting with the chat. But it just became. And I like arguing. Because I always tell my dad I miss the brutalization of what the Marine Corps brought. And that was, when you speak, you better speak right, because we don't have time for this, and I love being that corporal or sergeant, hey, you Sergeant Howard, and they ask, I don't think of anything right now, but shit, what would like a recruit or a boot ask something like, I don't know, whatever, but I just miss the quick comebacks, the snappy response, the drill instructor responses, I love that, dude. I love doing that. But it was, I don't know, it's strange. We'll see, like, I guess after maybe midterms, or definitely the next election, we'll see like fucking 100 people in my channel, because during the election, man, it was wild. Like 300. There was like my highest like rated show was like 250,000 people were on. I was like, what? But during the election, it explodes, man. Because I really think countries put a lot of money in getting to people to push propaganda on any social media. We all kind of know that, but I think we saw it firsthand in the Devil's Compound here, man. And then Tufel Hunden's den, dude. Love the mullet. Hey, what's up, Nightman? Nightman. Let's argue, bro. Yeah, dude, I try to get the mullet going, My first time having long hair, brother. It's kind of hard to see this damn sun. Do you think people support Trump has changed since the election? He made a lot of promises. That's a damn good question. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he's lost support. I don't support him anymore. I'm on to the next president. Let's get the next guy in there. Yeah, for sure he's lost support. But if you like, for me, like, I support him. I don't really care. I voted for him, so go do your 4 years and let me know how it turns out. That's how I am. But if you were supporting him, then jump off the ship. There's no other ship to go to. Like that's what happens when you go after one guy for like 8 years. There's no other ship to go to. There's none. There's no other Republican ship. There's absolutely no Democrat. I don't even know who would the Democrats run. Newsom? Oh, fucking hey, dude. Newsom only wins in California because no one cares. The midterms will decide whether he's lost a lot of support or not. And whether he's lost support or not, by then that's the way the game works. I don't get mad or upset. It's all right. Well, you did your job. You did the best you could. And we'll start moving on and getting someone else in there. Or he might run for a third term. Let's go. You are really ridiculous good looking. Oh, hey, Alyssa. Get out of here, girl. You're making me blush. The 90s look is killing me. I grew up in the 90s. This is not a 90s look. This is just my look. I grew up watching Saved by the Dude, like, I know, like, how some of the older boys, we would get it's funny, like, saying, well, like, when you go work out, you have a sweater, you cut the sleeves off, and you cut the top or the bottom off, like when you play football. Like, I grew up in that age, dude. Like, I grew up in that age where you didn't buy cut off stuff. You had to do it yourself, and then, you had your football school's logo, the cut, The 90s grunge look, man. That's the look I do best, man. I can get dolled up. I have worn suits and cowboy stuff. I don't look cowboyish. I just look 90s grunge. That's a good one. I like the 90s grunge. I try to, have a little style, Well, I guess. I don't think I have a style, but 90s grunge, I'll go for that. Yo, Devil Dog. What's up, T-Wiz? How you doing, brother? Long time no see. Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi. The boys of Home. Oh, yeah, Home Improvement with their long hair. Yeah, I grew up, dude. The Home Improvement kids, Saved by the Bell. And see, now that I gotta think of, I can't. Yeah, the Home Improvement kids. What was it? Oh, man, what were their names? Taylor Thomas and fucking Tim Allen. Yeah, man. Yeah. What other good? Saved by the Bell. I used to watch. The college years were good. AC Slater looks like my dad. That's how my dad looks. AC Slater, Mario Lopez, dude. I've seen that guy in LA like 3 times in my life. When my dad used to look just like that, big curly black hair, wore those tank tops. So those jeans that AC Slater used to wear, they're kind of, we call them dun-dun-duns. And the skinny tank top, kind of, and AC Slater was jacked. That's my dude. I show you pictures of my dad. He looked exactly the same, especially the hair, the curly black hair that would go down. Now my dad would rock that. What other man? Well, what's up, T-Wiz? Yeah, I really can't think of any shows. Home Improvement, definitely one. What about cartoon shows? I don't know. 90s, fuck, man. I guess anything that was on in the 90s, I mean, we watched, like, we had to go home and watch, and, like, Saved by the Bell would be on around, like, 3 o'clock every day if you got to, like, so me and my brother would get home from school right away just to watch Saved by the Bell. Like, we had to be on time. There was no recording and all this hanky-panking bull crap. I really can't think of any other show. That sucks. I'm like, when you get put on the spot, what's the capital of Texas? And you're, what? Can I have a multiple choice, please? Multiple choice. You got to post those pics of him? Yeah, well, I'm sure there's one of me and him when we were little. What's your thoughts on the media not covering Sudan, over 60,000 people? Yeah. I mean, Africa, Africa. I've seen video and I've seen some wild stuff about that, and the media, because it has to do with Christians, people just, I don't know, man. We have a real bad problem with communism in this country, a real bad problem, and I think that's communism. They don't want to show light on the Christian religion. I don't know, man. That's who asked that? Oh, T-Wiz, dude. That's, I don't say this that much, but man, I think that's above my pay grade. Like, I don't even know what to get. I don't want to interject. Like, we're not going to send troops down there. I mean, if we bomb Sudan, like, what do we bomb? Shit. You can't, the media not covering it. And here's the best thing. Here's the best thing about like the media not covering. The people that watch Fox News and CNN, I mean, when does that age gap stop? You know, because my dad watches, you know, Fox News and CNN, but I don't. You know, I talk to you guys, or I do my own research on YouTube and finding my own media source that I tend to agree with more than anything, or want to hear an opposite opinion. Like the big media guys, I don't, who listen, who like, does anyone, like, I know people do, but people my age, we don't fucking listen to that thing, dude. Like, I don't know who they're talking to. I mean, they're talking to the boomers, I guess, you know, but it's Fox News and CNN and the mainstream media. They don't have the, you know, they're not the truth seekers. They could talk, you know. I don't care what they talk about, you know, because I don't listen to them, and I don't really know who does, besides, you know, they're an age bracket group of people. That makes sense. I like, when I'm 60, I don't think Fox News will be around anymore. I don't think CNN will be around anymore. I think those are like the newspaper. It's a dying breed. The mainstream media, cable news networks, you know, take their information from the New York Post or the New York Times, which, again, who reads that? Who pays it? So they kind of feed off each other, and that's a scam. You know, to me, that seems like a one hand shakes the other, but they don't have they're not the arbiters of truth. So the truth is whatever we decide it is. You know, there's no right or wrong answer. So when the mainstream media talks about or doesn't talk about something, I'm like, dude, we're talking about it. And that's the media I'm more involved with. I mean, they do have a big say, I guess. I just don't know, man. Like, more people watch the most popular gaming YouTuber than Fox News, you know, and Fox News does way better than CNN or whatever. The show The View, there's 4 heavily obese. Am I ticking? Where are we ticking? Come on. Tick, 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 tick. Are we ticking? Ah, there we go. Dude, I started rewatching Married with Children. Even, dude, Christina Applegate. Whew, chingao, she was a bombshell. And that show would be canceled today. It's there. Oh yeah, dude, they had Married with Children. He would shove his hands down his pants after he got home. He would make fun of chicks, and he didn't like the chicks that went to go buy his women's shoes. Oh yeah, that. Oh my God, this guy's gonna. That show is the best, dude. They had a all men's club. Oh shit, what was the club name? All the neighbors would go there. He-Man or He-Mans or something like that. Oh, that show was amazing. Christina, that was, whoo, she was a smoke show. Dude, she was a smoke show. She's still a smoke show, even though she's like fucking dead. Oh, that's sad, man. She's like in a wheelchair now. Oh, God. Incredibly sad, man. She was hilarious, too. And like Vacation, or she's in a couple funny like chick flick movies that she's hilarious. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's it's like seeing an old dog, you know? You're like, oh no, you know it's death is knocking at her door. You know, that's the scariest part about life, man. Like, it can hit you so fast and you'll never know. Oh man, it's so bright. Am I ticking? What's going on? There we go. There's a dude on a wicked streak on Jeopardy this week. Oh, really? Yeah, see, Jeopardy is a good show. That's been around a while. It's been around a long time. Dude, that's even like that like Christina Applegate, Kelly Bundy look. That's like my style, dude. That's like I guess that's like, I mean, that's a chick, but that's the style I go for too. You know, the kind of like because I grew up in a rock punk kind of era, the grunge, and then it kind of morphed into rap. So I have like this weird yin and yang. It's a good mix. It was a good mix. Got a lot of options growing up in life, you know. Oh yeah, all my children, or all my married with children. Yo, Devil Dog, what's up, T-Wiz? Yeah, the media, man. I'm not like, I'll watch like Jesse Waters with my dad, but that's all we kind of watch. He's not. He used to listen to Rush Limbaugh a lot. You know that's where we get our media. But media, I mean, you can find. I mean, there's hundreds of people on YouTube that post really good stuff. You know, they might. I see. Here's the thing, man. I don't think people lean more left and right. I think people are leaning. If you're an American, you'll lean towards being American, and if you're not, you'll start talking about other weird stuff. Like it's like if you start talking about like I don't know, anything free. Well, that's not American, man. Americans, we pay for everything. Like we don't go down that dumb rabbit hole of free. Just weird stuff like that, man. It's like, you know, oh, we got to get rid of gun control, or we have to have more gun control. It's like, oh, that's one of the most un-American things you can say. Like, the rules are on the rules for a reason. Like, the second rule says you can buy a gun. You know, we see the rules so we can easily follow them, and they're not really rules for us. They're rules for the government. Nice, people back in the day wrote nice, simple, bullet point rules for the government to follow, man. And other than that, pay your taxes and move on with the day. Maybe, I don't know. We got maybe. And then I heard that Joe Rogan, Elon Musk interview. The way, dude, there's so much money and so much fraud in the United States government. Like, none of it matters. None of it matters. There's so much. The way Elon Musk was saying, like, everyone is trying to pulling the leg of the government. Everyone's trying to get, extra dough or whatever. That's what it seemed like. I mean, I was listening with my dad. I was like, dude, like, it's just sad. Like, I don't feel bad. Fuck it. If that's the way it is, man, like, I don't. If someone talks about budgets or anything, I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. It seems like no one cared for 50 years, and now people are starting to care. It's too late. Everyone, the Social Security fraud to EBTs to the SNAP are stopping it. So why even bother? Like, fuck, who cares? Dude, if it was me, I would cut everything, man. But there's gonna be 1 million people starving. Do you keep hearing that? Like, people are starving to death in 2025? I find that hard to believe. I find that really hard to believe. And where? Are they starving holding a $1,000 cell phone in their pocket? Yeah, this is a different beast here, man. Different beast. Except for freedom, brother. You're in my area. Come take a stroll with me. Come fly with me. What was that? Frank Sinatra? Fly, or something like that. I don't know. Retirement. Sounds nice. Don't even have to follow politics anymore. Yeah, yeah. If you're retired and collecting that, that Social Security or whatever business that can kind of pay you, and you can 9 to 5 and rest the old back and knees. You know what I'm saying? Do it, man. And like when you get to a certain age, like, your time's almost limited. Like, you don't know how much time. Like, my mom's 70, right? And she goes, Matt, I just don't know how much time I have left. Like 10 years. She always says 10 years. She's been saying 10 years like 20 years ago. She said, I only got 10 good years left until I die. All right, well, I'm not there. I've kind of been there where I'm like, oh, I'm pretty much going to die in this war, so whatever. Like, nothing cared. You don't. I wonder if that is ever true. You get to a certain point in life where you're just like, fuck it. If you guys want to burn down the country, burn it down. I'm sure. Howard, you, my man, are the one to talk to about that. Fuck it. I don't. Is even worth like your time? It might be interesting. Like, sometimes I get into politics because it's like a soap opera. Have you ever watched like All My Children, like the soap opera on like cable news growing up in the 90s? I had to. It's like a soap like this. Like, Michelle Obama might next on episode 3. She's gonna pull out her ding dong and whatever. Done. How many To Catch a Predator cases can we get with Jeffrey Epstein? Done. Next season. It's like a movie. It's like I'm watching an ongoing forever movie. It's kind of strange, right? And in the end of the day, man, I fought, and nothing's really changed. The roads are still roading. There's still graffiti on my streets. Well, take that back. One thing has changed is that we're going to deport everybody. That's a big thing that's changed. That is a huge thing. So I guess, other than that, as a citizen, that's the only thing that's like, oh yeah, I guess. But that still doesn't affect me. I don't know. Maybe the federal government isn't supposed to help you with anything. Maybe dude, this guy's horrible. maybe we the made rules for the government never bug us about anything. I think that is the agreement we had. This guy's a jackass. Just weaving in and out. And probably illegal. Probably illegal. Or he looks illegal. I don't know. Is that stereotyping or racism? I don't know. But if you look like an immigrant, I'm going to say you look like an illegal. Woo! Doggy, doggy, too. So, boys, things are getting weird. I'm telling you. Things are getting weird. There's 2 car washes where I live. 2 car washes. And that'll be hard to look. ICE has been all over my little city. And then, a fucking house exploded. A house exploded kind of where I live. And it wasn't just the house that exploded, the fucking garage exploded. And like 16 people got hurt. It was a big deal. So, very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff going on. ICE is all over the place, and pretty much a drug house in the ghetto blew up. Yo, brother, what's up? Who is that? I can't see. I can't see, man. All right, we're about to get off right here. In the ghetto. Fine, I'll stroll on. Benton, dude. Is that Benton? Benton, what's up, brother? I think you, Benton. That's the same Benton that was the first guy on my stream, on my first video ever. You and Low C? You and Low C, man. Is that you, Benton? Simplified, brother. Long time no see, dude. I'm still doing my thing. You know, California hasn't changed all that much, brother. We're still driving. We're going off El Toro Road in Laguna Beach. I gotta go see a buddy and try to steal his whole house because he lives in a real nice house out here in Laguna Beach. Nah, man. How you doing, dude? Long time no see. Long time no see. I'm good, bro. How are you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good. I had a good. I changed up the jobs, you know, trying to search something new. Grew out the hair a little long, you know, just enjoying life. Made a couple big decisions in my life, but good, brother. Can't complain, you know. Can't complain. Alyssa, I'll be with you spiritually and emotionally. Spiritually and emotionally. I'm close, but not that close, you know. Retirement sounds nice. Don't even have to follow politics anymore. Yeah. Yeah, retirement. But when you're retired, remember you're a little older. Your legs hurt, your knees, your back. You know. I liked like being young and dumb and not have any pain in the body. Come on, baby. I need you moving forward. Or I'm just gonna cut this guy off pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna do it. Sorry. In the ghetto. That's good, man. That's good. I'm glad you're doing good, Benson, man. Been a while, brother. Been a while. I'm glad you're still here, man. I'm always gonna have the Devil's Compound open, man. This channel, I might not do it every day or 2 times or 3 times a day like I used to, but this will always be open for veterans and just, you know, it's always nice. Like Benton, man. I always like it's just nice. Oh shit, dude. Like I've known you. I've technically known Benton for like 2 years now, you know. Howard or Alyssa. It's just cool, you know. I've had friends be lost in the sauce, you know, not have anything to ground them home, to ground them in place, to make them, to remind them that, hey, people here, and they remember you. They Ransom Jackson, you know, you know, they want to come in, Bobo, you know, come in and just say hi and hang out, and keeps you grounded. You know, people do care about you. People do want to talk to you. You know, when someone does see you, or I talk to Alyssa or Banton or Heather, you know, it's oh, you know, shit, man, where you been? You know, I'm glad you know, you get excited. You get that's what, you know, this is what this thing is for, you know. Bounce ideas off each other. Make sure California is not exploding, you know. Everyone wants, no one's chipping away California to push it in the ocean. You know, talk shop. The usual stuff, man. Just I plan on like doing it every Wednesday, and maybe on like a Friday or weekend or something. But Wednesdays for sure. Until you know, things get a little more exciting politically, then we'll step our game up. And once sports are over too, it gets a little more exciting. But it's all quiet. You know, when the gladiators are fighting in the Roman Colosseum, there's what is that noise? There's no wars going on and stuff. And didn't long time I can see some change, bro. Looking better out. Thank you, brother. And didn't California and what's up, Cyrus Dark? And didn't California's pass? Are you talking about like Prop 50? Yeah, it passed. It passed with flying colors. Yeah, the Democrats don't lose in California. I don't know. I have no idea why. I don't know how. Anyone I really talk to doesn't care or a Trump supporter. Maybe it's just everywhere I go, you know, I don't go where a bunch of libtards, a bunch of fucking commies go. You know, I don't go to the commie social club. I go to football fields and baseball fields and bars and gyms and, you know, outside doors and pool parties because my nephews, and I get to see my brother's buddies, and that's where I go. And no one that I meet up with is a commie. I don't know. Didn't Arnold Schwarzenegger win as governor of California running as a Republican? Yeah, I think he was a Republican, wasn't he? I mean, I remember the thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was too far left even for Republicans back then. He's a weird left. He's the one that said, fuck your freedom, take the coronavirus shot. You know, he was a Wuhan shot guy. He went on national TV and told people to go fuck your freedom. Some illegal immigrant, some fucking immigrant from Austria likes to tell Americans to fuck your freedom and get the vaccination. Fuck that guy. I'm gonna take a big old steamy crap on his grave, dude. Fuck that guy. Whatever his policies were, I didn't care. Until he said, fuck your freedom. You can Google that shit, dude. You can YouTube that shit, man. That's insane. And he was still, even at the time, he was still too far left for most Republicans. I don't know. Did he run? No, I think he was a Democrat, dude. I think he's still a Democrat. He's a weirdo. Like, imagine, Arnold Schwarzenegger could have been the coolest, like Hulk Hogan, dude. He could have been freaking, you know, America. But he got all weird and Austria on us, you know. Fuck that guy, dude. Yeah, he was the governor. We want to provide a lot of water to drink and water to the residents of California. I love California. That guy's weird. He's so full of crap. Yeah, this student's so full of. He's like to think that liberals don't exist in gyms at a baseball game. Bro, you live in California? Well, if like lefty commies, you think lefty commies play baseball? Well, if they do, they don't say nothing, because I talk like this at a baseball park and football park. I'll call you a big fucking pussy, right? At a park. That I don't think you've been to a park recently. 'Cause that's where shit goes down. I'm not all nice and neat at a park, especially during football, man. I'll call you, fuck you, pussy. You think commies and ladyboys put their sons and daughters in football programs and baseball programs? I don't think so. Maybe like soccer and like cheer or dance. No, have you dance moms, dude? Fuck. Dance moms would kill you. They're probably the worst. Well, Howard, we found our first troll. I know that guy in movies only. Yeah, he's a weirdo, man. Arnold, he's a weirdo. I mean, he's if you heard him now, he's more Republican now than ever, but when he ran for office, he was a left-leaning dipshit. Fuck your freedom. Take the Wuhan shot. Fuck your freedom. Nice, welcome, troll. Yeah. Hulk Hogan, who tried to sell out his own fellow wrestlers to get ahead. Yeah, that's what you do in business. Obviously, Cyrus Stark, you haven't been in business, but if I can fuck you over in business, I would. Oh yeah. Only Democrats win California, except that one time that the Republicans won. What an American role model that guy was. Wow. Covering up injuries and faking for settlements. Who are you talking about? Are you still talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger or Hulk Hogan? Either way, they're like 80 years old and one of them's dead, dude. I don't care. That was... Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor when I was in high school. Junior high and high school, dude. That was 20 years ago. And California 20 years ago wasn't that bad. It was awesome. I loved California when I grew up. California was the shit. In the early 2000s, the 90s and 2000s in California was the shit. Now, go to I used to go to LA all the time and walk around, man. Me and my boys, we were like 15, 18 years old, high school, junior high, man. We used to go to LA, walk around the stars, go to Venice Beach, all that shit you used to see in movies. We used to do that all the time. Can't do it anymore. Anyways, Devil Dogs, I'm out of here. Howard, Semper Fi, brother. I'm gonna go out and hang out with my foos and hit the gym and do what I need to do. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, boys, I'll be back on maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Well. Marissa, well. Look who the cat just dragged in. A little late there, big fella. Head, everyone's here. What the hell? I bet you've been trolled more than this. I don't know, maybe. Anyways, Devil Dogs. Marissa, I'm out of here, mama. I love you, girl. Alyssa, Melissa, Parissa, Felicia, Bonquisha. I'm out of here, Devil Dogs. I'm gonna enjoy the day. It's a nice sunny day. It's not raining here in California, and we'll be back on, man. So always remember, helmet's not a chair. Adapt and overcome, and you fight wars with your hands. And Semper Fi. Peace. Qui Felicia. Later, girl. See ya.